And we're back in the studio. Today I'll tell you if Nissan is making a Toyota 86 Fighter. Don't count on it. Subaru President is all like, where do you guys get your info from? And you can snoop around Batman's Batcave. Plus a Camaro ZL1 with its top chopped, and it's Tuesday, so someone is going to end up being the latest addition to doing it wrong. Isn't that right, AK?
That's right, Derek D.
That's right. Hey, what's going on, folks? I'm Derek D, and you're about to get fast lane bailied. That's right, Erica. Hey, just a heads up, appreciate you guys watching our 2016 New York Auto Show coverage, but we'll be back there on Thursday. Yes, this Thursday, March 31st, on a public day, shooting for Friday's episode. So if you want to meet us, that is the day to go. We'll be there around 10:30 a.m. or so shooting, so it's going to be fun. Bob Schumann Jr. will be there, and it's always a great time going on public days when we get to meet you guys. So head to the New York Auto Show this Thursday if you want to meet us, hang out. All right, so as you saw in yesterday's Day 2 episode from the New York Auto Show, Toyota showed off its new 2017 Toyota 86, which obviously is taking over for the Scion FRS's duties later this year because, well, you know, Scion, yeah, dead. So if you're a Nissan fan and you're hoping that they will give you a comparable rival to the Toyota 86, don't count on it. Now, yes, a production version of this thing, the IDX concept, may do the trick, but Nissan CCO Shiro Nakamura was like,
ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. Now, that wasn't a direct quote, but you get the idea. Apparently, a car in this segment is just too expensive to develop. He went on to say you need a proper light, and it needs to be light and a small platform. And you can't make it in front-wheel drive because that would just be cheating. You got to respect that, right? So it would be too expensive to develop, basically, is what he's saying. Oh, well, go get yourself a 370Z and call it a day. How about that? I like 370Z AK. It's a good car. A couple weeks ago, the rumor mill churned out a story. See, I told you guys, it's still churning away. It's still moving, right? We heard that Subaru was planning a mid-engine hybrid sports car, but, well, I'm going to be the one to burst your bubble here because that's a no-go as well. At the New York Auto Show, Subaru of America President Tom Dahl literally said, quote, I haven't heard that. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't know where they're getting their information from, end quote. So yeah, he has no clue about it. Rumors, man, rumors, okay? Subaru does plan on revealing a new WRX and STI for 2017 or 2019. They're also working with Toyota on the second generation BRZ and Toyota 86, so that's a go. In related news, Subaru is working on the action figure of the Subaru of America President, and it will be aptly named the Tom Dahl. Okay, I feel this has to be mentioned. Whether you think the new Batman vs. Superman movie is great or disappointing, it's hard not to be impressed by the new Batcave. It's a stylish take on the Dark Knight's lair, and you can explore it for yourself through Google Street View. Yeah, you'll start on the surface, then you go inside Bruce Wayne's lake house, you click on through, and you quickly stumble across the subterranean base, complete with the Batmobile and a glass cabinet containing a Joker graffitied Robin costume. The armored bat suit and bat computer is upstairs. Do you have to say bat computer? I mean, we're at the point now where we just add the word bat before anything that belongs to Batman. Is his toothbrush the bat brush? Are his boots bat boots? The bat toilet? Come on. Anyway, there's a bunch of other stuff in there too, like cool weapons and R&D projects. Feel free to click the link in the description if you want to check it out. All right? It's pretty awesome. You saw the 2017 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 in our Day 1 episode from the New York Auto Show, but if you're visiting the show right now, you'll probably see a Camaro convertible hanging out in the back. Yeah, Omar was there pretty late at the show during Day 2, as you can imagine, you know, him being Camaro obsessed and all. He was then, he saw them bringing the convertible out for public days, and here it is. We'll give you a closer look at it on Thursday when we actually go there, but the convertible version is powered by the same 6.2-liter supercharged V8, making 640 horsepower, and of course, 640 pound-feet of
torque.
Thank you, Erica. So consider this just a little taste before we really show you on Thursday. All right? Okay, it's time again to watch someone who is doing what, AK?
Doing it wrong, Derek D.
Doing it wrong is right. First, right off the bat, hitting them with the doing it wrong, bam, because it's shot in portrait mode, okay? Landscape, not portrait. Anyway, when you're going through a car wash, right, make sure that your sunroof, A, is closed, right? That's a given. Or B, if it is closed but you know it leaks, maybe you'll want to avoid going through the car wash altogether and get the seals fixed. Now in this scenario, I think it's the B situation because upon further review of the video, the girl in the passenger seat is already holding a rag up to the roof of the car, which leads me to believe they knew the sunroof was gonna leak a little bit. The driver is talking about the different colors and the soap and stuff. No one was really making a fuss at first. Then the rinse cycle begins, and you see the driver just getting rained on. She's like holding her arms up in such a way that is literally doing nothing to keep her from getting wet. Just like this does nothing if it's raining on you. I'm not sure if you know that. You're still gonna get wet. Now check out the poor girl in the passenger seat. She's just getting dumped on with soap and water. You see the water pouring down from the edge of the sunroof. Inside the car is absolutely soaked. But hey, look on the bright side. I guess at least the interior got a little bit of a washing too. I mean, if you want to look at the positive. Either way, making sure your car can go through a car wash without leaking all over the people inside, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, the driver's cursing up a storm too. Language in front of your kids. You're doing it wrong. I feel like there's little kids in that back seat. So anyway, if you click the link in the description and you're at work, put your headphones on, okay? It's funny, but sucks to be them. So there you go. Like I said, you want to watch that again, the link is in the description. All right, so, and speaking of doing it very wrong, I don't know if you remember, back in 2006, a Ferrari Enzo crashed on the PCH, and it looked like this. Yeah, just a ripped in half Enzo. It's amazing that no one died, but the more amazing thing about this story is the backstory of it. All kind of came to a head, and to tell us a little more about that, joining me is Mike Guy, editor-in-chief of The Drive. What's going on, Mike? Good to have you on Fastlane Daily, man.
You know, it's exciting. My first time here.
Yeah, it's your first time here.
All right.
How's it feel?
It feels good.
It does.
And we get to talk about a really fast car exploding on a highway.
Splitting in half.
So the story of Gizmondo
Yeah.
was something that I worked on with Nick Stetcher, who's a writer. It's a crazy story. It's a story of $500 million that was absconded by these two Swedish guys.
And Stefan Eriksson.
Stefan Eriksson and Carl Freer.
Right.
May or may not be part of the Uppsala Mafia, sort of the Swedish Mafia.
Yeah, there was like old mafia tie-in and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's an unholy story. And what we were able to do is sort of untangle this entire story that's been unsolved for 10 years, since the day that car wrecked, the Enzo wrecked, is we solved it by getting our hands on video taken inside the car leading up to and during the crash of the car. So we can tell you that thing was going 200 miles an hour.
200 miles per hour.
On the Pacific Coast Highway in the middle of the night.
How did no one die? They said there was blood splattered in the car, though, that they saw.
Yes, there was probably some superficial wounds. We don't know really who was in the car. We can probably speculate that Eriksson was in the car and some mysterious Irish gentleman was in the car. That's as far as we can go with it.
And you saw, and The Drive was able to see this video and then do a 7-part article series on it.
Yeah, we said we're the only people alive that we know of who sat down, watched the video, and if you come to thedrive.com, you can read all 7 parts. It's fascinating. It's fantastic.
And we'll also put a link in the description for you guys to check it out. You got to read it. It's insane. This should be a movie.
I think it will be a movie.
Yeah, it should make a movie.
Starring Derek D.
I'm in. I don't know if I'm as big as that guy, Stefan Eriksson. He was like, he's like a big dude.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
But you could work on it.
Yeah, I figured it out. Well, since you're here, you want to stick around to the end?
Sure.
All right, cool. But yeah, go check that out. The links are in the description. If you want to go read that article, I highly suggest you do it. And so does Mike Guy.
Yes.
That's right. This guy.
This guy. Right.
Never heard that before. All right, our FLD question of the day is, what was your favorite new reveal from the 2016 New York Auto Show? Now, I think that mine was the Mazda MX-5 RF. That was like one of the coolest things I saw there. What about you?
I thought that was a cool car.
Yeah.
I could quibble with some points on it, but I loved the 911R.
Oh, the 500 horsepower
and that
beast.
Volvo, the Volvo S90.
Oh, the S90.
It's a killer. The interior of that is going to make everybody in Munich scared.
We talked about that in our day 2 episode yesterday, how that has the big animal detection.
Oh, yeah.
With the big moose in front of it.
Elk and moose.
Elk and moose.
Yes.
So, but for us, I guess it would still notice us.
I'm more of a moose. You might be more of an elk.
So that's what you're going with, the Volvo.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that car. I think it's a sleeper, and I think it's one of the coolest, smartest luxury cars out there right now. Once it hits the road, it's going to be a thing that's going to surprise everybody.
Yeah, I do have to say Volvo is really hugely upping their luxury game. Like they're way on par up there now.
And they have surprise on their side.
Yeah,
because nobody's expecting that car to look the way it does.
No, it looks great. So if you guys are at the auto show, definitely go check that out as well. All right, hashtag FLDQ of the D. Weigh in, let us know what your favorite car was, and you can send your own into AK. Nice, thank you, AK. And that is going to do it for Fastlane Daily today. I'm Derek D. Thank you for watching, everybody. Now go back and watch day 1 and day 2 from FLD's coverage from the New York Auto Show. Then tell your friends to watch it after you post it on all your social media. Right, Mike?
Indeed.
Thanks.
Can you hear me sniffle? Is that awesome or what?
Bye, Mike.
Ow, we're living in the fast lane, baby.